Hey guys, it's Norm from Tested
and Adam Savage.
And we are here in your man cave.
We are.
Sitting down, having a chat, doing a little different. We're exhausted because we're both back from ComicCon.
We're back from ComicCon, it's true.
And at ComicCon, if you don't know what ComicCon is, it's an annual convention. It's going on for many decades. Celebration of pop culture, not just comics.
It's a cultural juggernaut.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It is kind of indescribable if you haven't been there, but once you're there, you're kind of like, wow, I've never seen anything
It's like baseball.
this.
You can't tell someone what it is. You have to go to a baseball game and
Right.
watch it. Hundreds of thousands of people from around the world go to San Diego every year to celebrate pop culture, movies and art and costume and comic books.
Absolutely, and celebrate each other's love of it as well. And really,
meet some really cool people. And you've gone for the past couple of years.
Past few years, yeah.
In cosplay, dressed up in costumes that you've made.
Well, the first time we got invited to Comic-Con, it's one of the first things that I thought of was that I really wanted to dress up in a costume for the same reasons that I did when I was 8. I want to be transformed.
That's why you build props. You can hold the gun or the toy you saw in the movie, or the sword, and feel like that character. But with a costume, you get the full body experience.
Precisely.
You can become the character.
Exactly. Now, last year, I'm slowly putting on the costume I wore last year. I had quite an impressive experience in this costume last year. And for every costume that I make or that I purchase and put together, I mean, there's so much setup. It's non-trivial to cover your whole body in a costume. It's never, ever, ever simple.
I mean, there's a lot of, if you look at any of the behind-the-scenes videos, these people, professional cosplayers who do it for a living, they spend 6 months building their costume. And there's a whole, makeup session in their hotel room.
Oh,
preparation, putting
absolutely.
on wigs, and they have assistants putting on everything just so they can walk the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And it's wonderful.
This is a funny thing about living in San Francisco. I was like, where am I going to find arm-length satin gloves? Oh, in San Francisco, it's actually pretty straightforward.
So for people who might have seen you on the floor last year, or it's a little recognizable. And
oh wait, there we go. Sorry, I think I have it the other way. Okay, and then the final piece de resistance is the head. Okay, if you could hold up the head from the side there. Let me try and get up underneath. Let's see, hold on. That's it, wait. There we go. Now, where's my hands? There we are.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
Awesome.
Isn't that insane?
For people who don't know what this is, shame on you. It's NoFace.
NoFace.
And tell people about NoFace.
NoFace is the main character of the great Hayao Miyazaki's unbelievably phenomenal film, Spirited Away. It is about a little girl, Chihiro, who actually gets caught in a sort of an in-between land where I can only describe it as it's an in-between land where magic is real, and NoFace is one of the characters, and she helps NoFace kind of heal himself in the course of the film.
You love this character.
I love this character. I love this movie. I worked really hard on the way he stands. Also, I want to point out, I actually built the head here out of clear vacuum plastic with a hood underneath it. So NoFace is in fact somewhat see-through in real life, just like he was in the movie. That was really important to me to try and get that. I'll also point out, I can't see anything out of this costume. I see your hands, and that's it.
So you see through the mouth here.
I see through the mouth, so that's all I see.
And how does that affect the performance? Because it is a performance when you put this on.
I think that when people came up and asked, I just tried to move really slowly. They'd ask to take a picture, so I'd stand there and I'd, sort of do my NoFace pose. And then I did this other thing, which was I had a satchel of chocolate gold coins hidden in my robes. So I'd take a picture with people, and then I'd slip my hand into my gown and pull out a chocolate coin, and I'd produce it for them, and I'd give it to them. Now, people thought this was really cool, especially if they knew the movie, because this is one of the ways NoFace actually draws people to him, is that he holds out his hand and he's got gold in it, and they want the gold, so he kind of uses their greed to achieve some things in the film. But something else really amazing happened. The little Japanese girls, the otaku, who go to Comic-Con in force, were super intense about seeing NoFace for real, but when I'd hand them gold coins, most of the time, they would take my hand and put it back and give me back my gold coins. Because in the movie, it's bad luck to take coins from NoFace. How cool is that?
Yeah, getting character.
It is incredible. I got chills when it happened the second time I finally realized what was going on, and I realized that what was happening here was some kind of whole new type of theater experience in a way.
Yeah.
Because I love this movie, I love this character, they do too, and they're playing on this level that's totally incredible. Is it weird sitting here talking to NoFace like this?
It's very surreal. The performance, I mean, it's obviously practiced.
Yeah, I worked really hard on, here, I'm gonna take this off now. I worked really hard on all the aspects of how this would feel to wear, how I could move my head around. I've got a really tight kayaking helmet in there. I drew full-size pictures of it on the whiteboard in order to see how I would place in it. I built mannequins that I stood around. I mean, the mechanics were really, I wanted to make sure they felt right so that my performance could feel really natural. And in the end, actually, this is one of the least expensive costumes I have ever built. The total cost of materials for this was about 150 bucks.
Wow.
I mean, you know, not everyone has a vacuum form machine.
Exactly.
Not everyone can has access to the tools to put this together. But the actual cost of goods was relatively minor.
Yeah, cosplay really doesn't take that much. It takes the passion for the character, knowing the character.
Exactly.
That's what's important.
Yeah, I mean, and this, I mean, for instance, this gown which covers me in here, this is nothing but a piece of cloth with a hole in it. There's nothing special there.
That is so cool, Adam. I'm gonna give this back to you.
Thank you.
And well, that is one of your costumes from previous years at ComicCon.
I also wore it at this year's ComicCon.
So if you saw Adam there and said hi, congratulations for catching him again.
It was me.
Awesome. Well, we'll have more from ComicCon, other costumes,
Yep.
and more on Tested.com from Adam's Man Cave. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks very much.